FNAF Special Delivery isn't a FNAF game I've had much time to play, but while the app remains unopened on my phone, I still have an appreciation for the animatronics, and some of the recent additions to FNAF AR are pretty damn terrifying, and those abominations are what we're exploring today. Let's do it. At 10, Clown Springtrap. Clown Springtrap is Springtrap's third skin and the third skin to be introduced in the Dark Circus event. Clown Springtrap has a pale white suit with blue and purple makeup above his eyes, he has messy purple hair coming out of the top of his head, of course, and large red lipstick as well. Oh well, Joker, or Pennywise? I guess more so Joker. Clown Springtrap's body is mostly covered by a large suit with ripped up black pants and a black shirt, along with a red and purple vest. He features large red clown shoes along with a red bow tie and flower on his chest. His right eyelid has also been stitched up. Finally, he carries around a very large red mallet in his left hand, and considering how clowns are one of the most common fears in the world, with more people in the United States being scared of clowns than actual global warming, I think putting Clown Springtrap on this list when he is intentionally just a clown is definitely understandable, okay? Even if it's on your phone, this dude is menacing, and he has a hammer. And at 9, Easter Bonnie. Easter Bonnie, aside from being the best pun the series has ever released, is probably the kind of bunny your parents will make you sit with at the mall, but you'd be crying the whole time. Like Matt from In the Flesh, from what should have been the final Fazbear Frights book Bunny Call, which is totally meant to be a fanfic about Matt Pet. Like, is this his way of asking Matt if he wants to work on another FNAF VR game? I don't know. Are these Scott's deepest fantasies? Well, no matter what. This bunny is creepy. This version of Bonnie hails from like the Easter update and was the only skin added aside from like Chocolate Bonnie, but it's basically just a white Bonnie, but with glowing blue eyes, a glowing red mouth, a yellow bow tie, and then an egg pattern on his stomach. I can't really explain why I find this so unsettling. Maybe because I constantly get chocolate bunnies around Easter and I don't want to think about an animatronic trying to kill me because, you know, I'm eating a chocolate bunny, but what do I know, right? Apparently not myself. This one is just, it's weird, okay? It looks like it can crack me. I can't crack it, but it can crack me. And at 8, Broiler Baby. Broiler Baby was the first skin for Circus Baby in Special Delivery and is the second skin for the Sizzling Summer event. Broiler Baby for the most part looks exactly like Circus Baby, except for the fact that she is covered in soot and has red eyes instead of green. She also features a large broiler on her stomach, and instead of a microphone, she carries a coal shovel. The inside of her mask also seems to be lit up by fire, because of course it is, she comes from the depths of hell, and the red eyes are not only meant to indicate fire, but also I'm sure to let us know that this version of Baby is not possessed by Elizabeth Apton, since Baby's eyes were originally blue but then changed to green when she got possessed. And not only does the inside of her head look like she was on fire, but her endoskeleton also appears to be red hot. The coal shovel kinda looks like a feather if you squint at it, but all this begs the question, why? Where did this come from, and how did this happen? Especially in the actual FNAF world, like what's the lore reason for this and any of these? And at 7, Flaming Springtrap. Flaming Springtrap was also added during the Sizzling Summer event and was understandably the final skin to be added in the update. Being Springtrap's second skin behind Toxic Springtrap, we weren't quite sure what to expect. But have you ever wondered what Springtrap looked like during the FNAF 6 fire? Or wondered what it was like in my old apartment or in this current apartment before they turned the AC on? This is what it feels like. This also answers the original question because he's definitely the kind of person to absorb up all the flames and then use them to his advantage. Flaming Springtrap is a coal-colored Springtrap with dark orange highlights, and he's glowing orange from his endoskeleton since it's burning hot. He has flames spouting out of every area possible, and he's ready for the 1,000-degree endoskeleton challenge. His hands and feet are also on fire for some reason. He also has no upper teeth. For another reason, okay? You know what? This thing is just horrifying. If these are real animatronics in the FNAF universe, and Fazbear Entertainment is actually sending these to people's homes, why are you sending a flaming serial killer to your fans' houses? It makes no sense. It's befuddling to me how these things are supposed to be real, but everything flies, okay? And the skins are actually canon as we see in Furry's Rage, so yeah. God damn it. And at 6, Clockwork Ballora. Man, okay, with Minecraft getting those copper blocks in the previous update, steampunk seems to be all over the place now. Clockwork Ballora is Ballora's second skin in FNAF AR and the first skin of the Screampunk event. Clockwork Ballora looks pretty much exactly like normal Ballora, but made entirely out of golden gears and plates, cause steampunk. Her crown and her shoulder pads have become very large gears, and her lower legs, section of her arm, and her pelvis are all rust colored. And you know what? I'm sure that makes all you simps feel really weird about yourself. That's right, you're gonna get tetanus where the sun don't shine. Her tutu is made up of a large rotating gear, and it also looks like it can play records, but I don't even want to get into that. Her top is made up of a rust colored bottom piece and a black colored top piece with a rose pattern on it. And finally, the gold plates that make up her face, arms, and legs are welded into a Victorian style set of patterns with some red colored indents. But you know what? This time around she comes with similarly styled mini Renas. The Clockwork mini Renas look like Clockwork ballora, except their faces have blood stains on them and glowing green eyes, which is all the more menacing, okay? Blood-stained faces. Love it. Halfway through into number 5, The Curse. Yes, there are 3 separate Springtrap skins on this list, leave me alone. The Curse is an Aztec-themed skin for Springtrap that was released on March 5th in the Ancient Equinox event and is the 4th skin for Springtrap overall in the game. The Curse is a teal color Springtrap dressed to look like an ancient Aztec warrior. He has a large feathered crown and a golden chest piece. His hands are colored orange with sharp black claws, and in one of them he holds a large golden shield. Dude's coming for my wig. Finally, he is decorated head to toe in large feathers, because of course he is. This guy looks like he's actually decaying, finally, which is certainly a better spin on things, since decaying bodies aren't usually purple, even though this series seems to try to push that idea, okay? Bruises are purple, decay is commonly at least depicted as green, much like how Springtrap's suit in its curse form is dark green. This also could be a subtle reference to the fact that Afton is a curse on the entire series, and on my life, and we can never get rid of him in any meaningful way. Or maybe just about how Glitchtrap and the Curse of Dreadbear DLC, he's a curse there. You know what? Who knows? I do. I know, and he is a curse on the entire series and needs to die permanently. And at 4, Flamethrower Bear Endo. Flamethrower Bear Endo was a new summer-themed animatronic added into the July 23rd, 2020 update for FNAF AR, known as the Sizzling Summer Event. Yes, that's right, we got the other Sizzling Summer. We got all the Sizzling Summer Event animatronics on this list. Flamethrower Bear Endo is an orange skeleton with a large red welding mask and 2 large gas canisters on his back. The canisters are hooked up to a flamethrower attached to his arm. And while not the most intimidating character looks-wise, the fact that this character straight up has a flamethrower probably makes him the most dangerous one out of the bunch. Some of these sure have their advantages, but I mean, like, some are only good in water. Okay, this dude will burn your house down for fun and won't regret a thing, mostly because robots don't have emotions. But still, that's something to be scared of. This guy was built to burn down, and I don't think that he'll be waiting for your approval before going berserk. But I don't know, maybe he's a sweet guy. Maybe he is. You know what, maybe you can fix him. Getting close to the end in number 3, Sunken Toy Bonnie. Sunken Toy Bonnie is Toy Bonnie's 3rd skin. Sunken Toy Bonnie looks basically identical to Toy Bonnie, but made entirely out of brown and green barnacle covered woods. His stomach is colored with dull pinks, blues, and purples, and he appears to be made of a more glossy shell-like substance or texture. His bow tie is now made up of 2 purple scallops, and his cheeks have large lime-colored clams covering them. His ear has a large chip in it, and his tail has large vein-like strains of stone covering it. And I don't like it, okay? It feels weird. I don't like veiny things. Finally, his eyes are a multicolored watery texture that looks somewhat like opal, or like a very blurry coral reef, okay? I don't know what I'm trying to relate it to in the ocean other than a clam. Basically, a Bonnie animatronic, if they were a Scooby-Doo beach villain like the ghost of Captain Cutler, that's this guy. You're welcome. But ultimately, into number 2, Piranha Plushtrap. Piranha Plushtrap is Plushtrap's 2nd skin in FNAF AR and the 3rd skin in the Wicked Tides event. He released on June 7th, 2019, I think, and after being delayed by 3 days for unknown reasons, he actually finally showed up for work. We actually made a community post about this, and it was ages ago, but personally, this is one of the scariest FNAF AR skins that anyone has ever had. Piranha Plushtrap is hardly like the original Plushtrap, now being made of an organic flesh-like material, even giving him realistic gums. This is like Sonic's original CGI form all over again. His mouth is littered with long, thin, sharp teeth, and his eyes are extremely small and glow an ocean blue color because you know what? That's what matters here. On the sides of his head are 2 glowing orange gills, and his feet glow that same orange. His hands have orange webbing in between them that stretches when his fingers move. His ears are covered in small barnacles, and his mouth, stomach, and right leg are all covered in string-like algae. Finally, his body is covered in spikes, and his torso is split open, revealing ribs. This thing is horrifying. I just hope we get to see him in another game that's not special delivery. I want to see Piranha plushtrap in some other form. Dude reminds me of a zebra mussel. And finally, in at number 1, Great Escape Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy returns as an enemy in FNAF AR Special Delivery and actually as a playable character in Freddy in Space 2. But Great Escape Golden Freddy, or for short, I guess, Great Escape Freddy, I'm just gonna call him Great Escape, is the first skin that Golden Freddy has ever gotten in FNAF AR. He received this skin as a part of the special mixed reality DLC game mode part of Dark Circus Encore that released on December 13th, 2021. He is available exclusively through purchasing and beating that DLC content. Great Escape Golden Freddy is identical to Golden Freddy in coloration, still being yellow, but now is a much duller shade, with black and green splotches on his head, legs, and feet. His head is severely withered in multiple areas, with most of it deteriorated or just flat out missing, including half of his top hat. His eye sockets are also completely empty, with holes going through the endoskeleton head, and a chain is running around his mouth. Dude likes it kinky. He wears a brown straight jacket with multiple golden chains running across it, with multiple locks. Dude's like an escape artist, because, you know, Great Escape. Boxes and a giant metallic collar are also around his neck. These chains also run down his upper legs with some hooks dangling from them. It's genuinely one of, if not the scariest skin in the game. It's a tie between this and Piranha plushtrap, but I put this one first because it's newer. But it's also a mobile game, so it takes a lot to actually make it scary, and these last two do that. That's all the time we have for today, friends. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been in Showerman Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.